Welcome to Style Masterclass, the podcast that teaches women to look stylish and feel confident so that they can show up ready to conquer and slay no matter what size they are. I'm your host, Miss J. You ready?
Your closet told me you are tired. You are so tired. How does it know you're so tired? Because you've been reaching for the same drab color palette over and over and over again. It sees you wearing those same shoes. They're kind of worn. They're a little scuffed over and over and over again. It sees you walking far, far and away from all of those leggings, all that athleisure wear, all those activity type clothing. It sees you day in and day out, wear the same or similar outfit in the same color palette, with the same shoes, all of which you secretly hate, over and over and over again. And it sees you wake up, put it on, come home, put on the same jammies, and do it all over again and again and again. And you might be tired just hearing me say that in the way that I'm saying it. Your closet told me you're tired, boo-boo. And it's time to infuse some energy. So here's why this matters. If you have a closet that's tired, chances are something's going on in terms of how you're thinking and feeling about yourself. Because remember, style is the outward reflection of your thoughts and feelings about yourself. You have a thought, it produces an emotion, and from there you decide what you're going to wear or what you're not going to wear. Now, for those of you who live in a different paradigm, right, there's other philosophies of thought on this, that you have a feeling first, and that produces a thought. And from there, you choose to do or not do. Either way, here's what I want to say. How you're thinking and feeling about yourself is likely the cause of why your closet has been telling on you that you're so tired. Now, I want to separate these things out. There might be some physical exhaustion, and then there might be some emotional. Let's talk about the physical. It might be that you're in this Groundhog's Day where you're wearing the same things over and over again, and things are feeling a little lackluster because you're actually tired. Now, I see this a lot with a lot of my clients who are self-professed workaholics. And because I coach so many women leaders in different roles in different industries, I see this over and over again. They're in a busy season. And when they come to me, they're kind of like, well, Miss J, I'm in a rut. I feel so frumpy. And oftentimes they think that there's this big, huge mountain to overcome. There's this horrible thing they have to solve for, this unidentified monster. And the beautiful thing is I can help with the clothing. And I'm also going to ask you, just like I asked them, how are you sleeping? Maybe, boo-boo, maybe, my friend, you need some actual sleep. And you're going to need some sleep so that your brain can refresh itself, so that maybe you can have a fresh approach to getting ready tomorrow morning. You've been so creative and so dynamic and problem solving all day long with the work you do in the world. Asking yourself to do that with your closet seems like this huge, overwhelming ordeal, something to solve for, when it really could be as simple as you need some freaking rest. And then we can visit your closet again with some fresh eyes that are well rested. But there might also be some emotional exhaustion. It might be that this season feels really hard at work for whatever reason, or in your personal life, things feel particularly hard right now. And I really love to believe that sometimes clothing can energize, that style can be an energizing force for good, that it can support you feeling creative, that it can support you feeling at your best. It can support you being the woman that you've envisioned so that you can go do your important work in the world. And oftentimes we're thinking clothing is magical. I don't think it's magical, but I do think that it can help support whatever mindset work we need to do. If you're feeling emotionally exhausted, I want you to just tap in. My clothing is giving me clues that there might be some emotional exhaustion. My clothing is giving me clues that I'm in a Groundhog's Day uniform and I want to get out of it. And maybe the easiest, simplest way that I can spring myself free from this Groundhog's Day boredom, tired tedium is to change how I dress. Because instead of doing this sort of on default mode, like an automaton, I'm going to disrupt the pattern by being intentional. Your clothing, your closet is giving you clues. Let's listen to those clues to see, how am I thinking about myself? How have I been feeling? How can I support myself with my thought, my mindset? How can I support myself to be more creative, to enliven, to invigorate, to create motivation? Hey, maybe a simple way in is what I wear. And it could be something as simple as returning to a favorite piece of jewelry. It could be something as simple as an infusion of color, taking something from the back of the closet. It could be something as simple as changing the texture of your clothing. I have a lot of clients who are neurospicy and texture sensitive, right? They have sensory sensitivities. And even just changing the fabrics that they wear can be a creative energizer. And there is color psychology, right? There's a science to this. And perhaps just a change in color could be all that you needed to help support you emotionally so that you can move towards a different mindset and get that mojo back that you feel like you've been missing and has been represented by how you've been dressing yourself. So, my dear glam gal, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is I want you to start to look at the clues that maybe you're tired. And is that tired emotional? Is it physical? 2, I want you to think about style as this beautiful, easy, simple way to start to untired, to start to create some energy, whether that's creative, emotional, physical, whatever it might be. Find clothing that energizes. We could do that with color. We could do that with texture. And 3, I want to offer, as I do on every episode, that if this feels so foreign to you, if this feels like I don't even know where to start with this, get some help. I just did a really fun color class for my Style Masterclass students. And one of the things I talked about with them is all these really cool color combinations that they might not have considered. I taught them a little bit of color theory, but we played and we played and we played, and it was just so energizing. And one of them said, I thought to really master the creativity vibe in my style statement, I was going to have to find pieces that had like architectural details or really interesting design elements, but I could do that simply with color. And it was such a revelation to her. And, I was like, yeah, clothes cognition is a thing. Color psychology is a thing. The color wheel is an actual thing. Like, there are principles by which we can play with this to let this be easy. Let it be simple. Let it be fun. Let it create some joy and excitement. Let it energize you. Let it help you foster that creativity. If your closet is telling you you're tired, love, get some help. And start to find ways to re-energize your wardrobe and therefore yourself. Stay tuned for this continuation of the series. If you'd like me to help you with this, you can go to judithgaton.com or click on the link below.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. To learn more about how to work with me, go to judithgaton.com. Click on the Start Here button to get access to my free personal style class. I give you a quick style win, a confidence boost, and you walk away with the tools to start getting stylish. Who doesn't love that? See you there. Miss J out.